Now, moving in at Morphettville, thanks to Ron Paps for your coverage there today, Ron. It's been top class.
My pleasure, Matthew. It's been a sensational day of race. Actually, it's been a sensational weekend for racing here in South Australia. Octagonal really capped it all on Saturday, and again we thank the Inghams and John Hawkes for that marvellous gesture to take the risk really and bring that wonderful horse here to Adelaide. We loved it, and we've been treated to some wonderful racing here today, and they're getting set for the last now. Good betting race, 1, 5 and 8. Any of the three could run favourite on track. Super Tab favourite at the moment is number 1, and that's in the mix. Just about set. The Stillwell Ford Centaurea Trophy. Stand by for a start. The city stands well. They're off. Caught them pretty well too, and Wolf jumped nicely. Not quite as quickly as Gala Angel. Tonicity is also putting the speed on, and just behind them the bolter Koodabarani. They were followed by In the Mist, and then came Cleopatra's Girl from Tinnicadua, caught wide on the outside. Probably happy to be there as they go towards the 1200-metre turn, and back along the inside was Asian Delight, and then Promise Me getting back in the field. And last of all, a length away is Armanot. Hello, we've got a tearaway tactician here, and it's Tonicity dashing away. 5 in front of the bolter Koodabarani. 1 away to Gala Angel at the 1000-metre mark, and 2 lengths to Wolf. They're making them do the chasing up front. Further back to In the Mist, followed by Asian Delight, Cleopatra's Girl, Tinnicadua and Promise Me. And a length and a half away. Last of all is Armanot. The leaders come back to them pretty sharply at the 800. Tonicity steadies by about 2.5 to in second place in Gala Angel, going through on the inside of the roughie Koodabarani. Wolf was close handy fourth, and further back In the Mist, 2 lengths away on the outside of Asian Delight at the 600, and they were followed further back by Promise Me, moving out underneath the one on its outside, which is Tinnicadua, who's well back, and they were followed by Cleopatra's Girl, and last of all is Armanot. Tonicity's head to the outside again as they straighten up. It's come to the centre of the track now. Wolf is after it, and so is Gala Angel. Then In the Mist starting to put in. Further back behind those then came In Asian Delight, and then came Cleopatra's Girl and Promise Me, but Tonicity's plain starting inside the 200-metre mark. May have pinched this. Switching back to the inside is Wolf, but it's all Tonicity. And Tonicity showing tenacity goes home to score easily by about 2 lengths on the wire. Nearly a dead heat second. No, the grey got there In the Mist just ahead of Wolf. Then Gala Angel followed by Asian Delight, Cleopatra's Girl, a mile back the other 4, and they were Armanot, Promise Me, Tinnicadua not racing well here, and Koodabarani. An early pacemaker was the last one home. Number 2, Tonicity for young Sam Hyland has given him a great thrill, no doubt, winning a black type race, this listed race, the last of the weekend, the last of Cup Day. Tonicity dashing ride. Young Sam Hyland and his young mate Craig Williams in Victoria, 2 of the most improved apprentices in the land at the present time, and both have kicked home a winner today. Craig, of course, at Flemington, and Tonicity by Blazing Sword from Bravado Wonder. Sam Hyland for Sean Quigley, who prepares his team at Epsom. Bravado Wonder is a steel pulse mare, raced by J and Mrs M Driver, S and Mrs LJ Quigley, S Kerr and A Harper. Number 1 In the Mist, second by Southern Appeal from Series Miss, Shane Cale for Mark Minervini. Series Mist is a plush mare, and number 5 Wolf has run third. A mare by Masque from the Sariva mare Ivory Maid, Shane Dye for David Noonan. It's 2, 1 and 5. Number 7 ran 4th, Gala Angel, running another honest race by Don't Say Halo. And number 10 Asian Delight was 5th by Always Welcome. Winner scored well by about 2 lengths. We'll have the official margin shortly after the running of the Stillwell Ford Centaurea Trophy. Next week the carnival comes to a close with the Schweppes Ledger and other good supporting races at Victoria Park. The meeting to, in fact, the carnival to close with racing next Saturday at Victoria Park. Big meeting coming up this week at Balaclava on Wednesday and Narracourt on Thursday. Here are the official placings: 2, 1 and 5, 7 4th, 10 5th, 2 1/4 lengths by a neck by 3, 2 1/4 by a neck by 3. They've run the time of 1:30.85. And the last 600 in 36.91, and that is subject to correct weight. With that, Matthew, and to our radio services locally at home, of course, on Tab Radio, we'll say that we hope you've enjoyed the coverage today. Hope you're back to winner, more importantly, and good luck the coming week.
Thanks again, Ron, for your coverage over the last couple of weeks. The carnival really does wind down from here on in. You mentioned the St Leger, but really in terms of the Group 1s, that's more or less it for Adelaide this year anyway. Tenacity over in the Mist and Wolf. I wonder if some of those cup horses can go on and make a real big name for themselves in the spring. Certainly on their performances today, they're quite capable of it. Certainly Cronus and the runner-up Lord Ted from the Adelaide Cup could quite possibly, it would be no surprise anyway, to see them go on to bigger and better things. Many Adelaide horses have gone on to do it, and Sub-Zero immediately comes to mind. It was only, actually 5 years ago to the day, Sub-Zero won the Adelaide Cup. 6 months later, the Big Grey stormed through the wet at Flemington, and it was a wet day, that Melbourne Cup day, to win the Cup. Now, Belmont Race 6 is what we're up to. They're heading around to the stalls.